everyone, today's material is measurement. Measurement, the process of associating numbers with physical quantities and phenomena. Measurement is fundamental to the sciences, to engineering, construction, and other technical fields, and to almost all everyday activities. For that reason, the elements, conditions, limitations, and theoretical foundations of measurement have been much studied. Something that can be measured and can be expressed by numbers is called a quantity, while a comparison in a measurement is called a unit. The measurement of quantity derived into two, namely the base quantity and derived quantity. The base quantity is the quantity whose unit have been determined in advance and not derived from other quantity. The derived quantity is the quantity that is derived from the base quantity. That is, to determine this quantity, it must use certain formulas that contain the base quantity. Base quantity. Base quantity have 7 kinds. Number 1, length. Unit is meter. Dimension is L. Number 2, mass. Unit is kilograms. Dimension is M. Time. Unit is second. Dimension is T. Electric current. Unit is ampere. Dimension is I. Temperature. Unit is Kelvin. Dimension is theta. Amount of substance. Unit is mole. Dimension is N. Luminous intensity. Unit is candela. Dimension is G. quantity. Number 1, area. Units is meter square. Dimension is L square. Number 2, volume. Units is meter cubic. Dimension is L cubic. Velocity. Units is meter per second. Dimension is L t to the power of -1. Acceleration. Meter per second square. Dimension is L t to the power of -2. Force. Units is Newton or kilogram meter per second square. Dimension is m l t to the power of -2. Work. Units is joule or kilogram meter per second square. Dimension m l t to the power of -2. Density. Units is kilogram per meter square. Dimension is m l to the power of -2. Pressure. Units is kilogram per meter cubic. Dimension is m l to the power of -3. Power. Units is watt or meter square per second square. Dimension is L square t to the power of -2. How to find dimension? For example, velocity. Velocity formula is space per time. Space, units of space is meter. Unit t is second. Dimension of meter is L. Dimension of time or second is t. So, dimension of velocity is L t to the power of -1. Important numbers. Important numbers are all numbers obtained from the result of measurement, including exact numbers and estimate numbers. Reading important numbers show the accuracy of a measurement. Important numbers rule. All non-zero numbers are important numbers. For example, 3.51 has three important numbers: 65.353 has five important numbers. All zeros located between non-zeros numbers are important numbers. For example, 3.009 has 4 important numbers. 2.01 has 3 important numbers. The 0 to the right of the non-zero is an important number. For example, 3.000 has 4 important numbers. 1.230 has 4 important numbers. The number 0 located to the left of the number is not 0, but on the left and on the right of the point doesn't including important numbers. For example, 0.1 has 1 important numbers. 0.021 has 2 important numbers. All numbers before multiplier factor in scientific notation are important numbers. Important number operations. Number 1, addition and subtraction operation. There are no specific rules on addition and subtraction operation. It's just that rounding for decimal numbers follows the least estimated numbers. For example, 1.23 plus 6.5 equal 7.73 b 7.7. Multiplication and division operations. If using the important numbers rule, the multiplication result between two or more numbers produces a number whose number of important numbers equal the least important numbers. For example, 2.1 multiplied 2.25 equals 4.7 and 25 e 4.7. Why? Because 2.1 has numbers smaller than 2.25. Concept of scientific notation. It must be understood in physics. The magnitude of measurement result is not only tens, thousands, or hundreds of thousands, but also macro and micro scales. For example, the mass of the Earth or the mass of electrons. To write the mass of electrons that are invisible the naked eye is certainly very difficult because it is very small in size. Therefore, a notation is formed called scientific notations. The scientific notation can make it easier to determine a value of magnitude that is too large or too small. The writing is and follows. A multiplicated 10 power of n. A is unit number between 1 until 10 or can be decimal. N is order or rank. Concept of measurement. X equals x0 plus minus delta x. X the value of the measured quantity, XO the result of the measurement that are read, and delta x measurement uncertainly. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.